Now let's say that you wanted to enter in some statistics. So the first thing to do would be to clear the summation registers. So to do that, you do Shift and clear the summation symbol right there. If you get an error 3, then that probably means the registers have been resized. So just go through the reset process or create the appropriate size register if you know how to do that. Now your Y value will be in the Y portion of your stack, the X value will be in the X portion of the stack, so you need to enter in the Y values first. So in this example, it's been pulled from the manual. You have nitrogen, that is in number of kilos per hectare or something like that, kilograms per hectare. And then you have your grain yield in metric tons per hectare. So let's go ahead and enter 4.6 as our first value, enter 0, and then we'll hit the summation plus, and that adds it into the summation registers. And you'll notice the number 1 appears on the display. That means we have one value in our summation register. If you have more than that appearing right now, that means you haven't cleared out your registers. So we're into the next number, 4.8, enter, and 20, add that. We have 6.6, enter, 40, add that. I have 7.2, enter, 60, add that, and 7.8. So it says we have 5 values in our registers. Now you've noticed I've written out here, it has replaced the storage registers with various statistics. So if I want to see the sum of X, then I would do recall. It's in register 3. So the sum of all of those, 0 plus 20 plus 40 plus 60 plus 80, is 200. If I do recall 2, again, that shows me how many values are inside those registers. Recall 4, that shows me the sum of X squared. Recall 5, that shows me the sum of Y squared. Now, how are you going to remember all of these? Well, on the back of the calculator, you'll see here there's a cheat sheet. So the number is register 2, summation of X is register 3, summation of X squared, register 4, etc. To perform a standard deviation, well, let's look at mean first. So blue shift and then the X bar will give me the mean for X. So that will be the mean of these values here. If I do the XY swap, that will give me the mean of the Y values. If I do blue shift S, that gives me the standard deviation of my X values, and in the Y portion of the stack, we'll have the standard deviation of our Y values. Now one last thing is, let's say that this number right here, you entered it and actually you wanted it to be 5.8. Well, you can subtract that out of your register if you enter in the same number you entered before. So we entered 4.8 and 20, but instead of adding it, we'll subtract it. So blue shift, subtract, and then we'll enter our new value of 5.8 and 20 and add that. So now again, we have 5 values. Our statistics will have changed because we've changed one of our numbers. Let's just look at our mean. That's still the same. We haven't changed our X values. But if I swap to the Y portion of the stack, you'll see that our Y values have changed slightly because we did change that one figure.